Imagine a space mission organized and managed entirely by students. That's exactly what's been happening in the Columbia School District for the past 26 years. It's called the Columbia Aeronautics and Space Association, or CASA, and it's a truly unique program housed on the campus of Hickman High School. In fact, it's the only space simulation of its kind in the United States. This year's mission, named Harbinger, features students overseeing all aspects of the project. Of course, there's mission control, where students monitor the mission.
Spaceship 2, go for ET separation.
A space shuttle, where students simulate trips in Earth orbit. And there's a mock-up of NASA's International Space Station, Freedom. A new addition this year is an outpost on Mars. Work on the space mission begins early in the school year with instruction in aerospace technology classes and culminates each February with a 6-day, 5-night aerospace simulation. Besides the students who work in mission control, student astronauts fly missions and dock with the space station, while other students work on the space station as medical officers, scientists, and pilots. The student director of the mission this year is Rockbridge High School senior John Gillis, who tells us the students prepare carefully for the mission, but sometimes the unexpected happens.
We call it the public mission plan, is brought up by the different mission commanders. So they plan out based on real events that NASA does what they're going to do. And then I work with, we call them the ninjas here, to come up with a private mission plan, which is how we mess that public one up. That's based around different problems to throw at them. And it'll all be realism based. So for example, yesterday there was a solar flare that actually happened a week ago. So we had video explaining about what the solar flare was. We had power go out on station for a little bit, communications were lost for a second, and then it came back up. And then we use it as a teaching moment for anybody watching and for anybody in CASA to show, here's something really what's going on, here would be the actual effects. And then they have to problem solve with it to figure out, well, what really caused that, why did that happen? And then at the end of the day we say, okay, here's the answer, so they can learn from it and get better and better.
The CASA space simulation is entirely student-run. From the construction of the spacecraft mock-ups to the computer systems needed to carry out the important functions of the space station, students acquired the materials and designed the systems needed to make the mission successful. But the program does much more than teach students science. It uses the aerospace theme to provide a broader learning experience.
So everybody can come in with their own unique skills, and the whole idea is that they unite around this one mission, this one common goal together. So they do come from all sorts of backgrounds, from science to marketing and public affairs, and they all have to work together to be able to solve these problems, both SOBIes, the simulated ones, and we call them ROBIes, the real ones, of when we're not streaming out or something. So it is a big team effort that no individual person can do it on their own.
Innovative programs such as the Columbia Aeronautic and Space Association. One more reason to stand up for Missouri's public schools.